Good afternoon. Welcome for a Tuesday as we do some dailies and we do some leveling of some characters. I already got one of my endeavors done today. That would be I had a endeavor to kill some Borg ships, which when I did my red alert, was able to complete that pretty quick, especially with the low amount there. So that was finished up. Other two, the disruptor damage would be pretty easy. Just gonna jump on the Klingon, do a quick red alert, and then call it done. And then plasma damage. I'm actually working on my Romulan today, trying to get him. I think I need to get him about 14 more levels to get him to where I need him to be. I have completed getting his traits, so that's done for the most part. At this point, it's just working through some missions and gathering up some experience that way. I have to take some Advil because I have a migraine. All right. I'm still working on my Amortiz. Tomorrow's going to be interesting. Went pretty deep within the Admiralties, but I still don't see the tour of duty yet. So might not be able to complete 10,000 in just the one set of here. I might have to do a couple more tomorrow, but that's fine. It'll be what it is. But currently, right now, I'm sitting at 40,000. So I have 2 more days of 10,000 before I can hit tier 7. Once you hit tier 7, completing the 10,000 in one setting, as long as you try to get as high as possible on the rewards, like just if you have to choose the low ones like these right here, just pick them and then complete them, even if you don't need the for the points for the daily. Just complete them. That way you can move on to the next one. Like I'd rather have this setting for the next day than having this 90 setting for the next day, if that makes sense. Though I'd rather have something more than that. I think most of these are 600 or higher. For the rewards for the points, so that should at least get me, especially with just the daily rewards that you can get for completing them, which I think is up to 3,000 at this point. But so we're slowly working on that. Sad I couldn't get the tour of duty up, but it is what it is. Couple bits of news for today. They've announced the reward for the next event, which is a Maelstrom. I personally am not a Maelstrom player. It requires a specific type of player in order for you to use the Maelstrom, and that is not me. When the game initially came out, 13 years ago, they in the tutorial, it's like, you gotta take their shields down with your beams and then fire a torpedo at them, and that's how you kill the enemy. And obviously, that has changed a lot over the last 13 years, where you don't really need to take the shields down with beams. You just fire a torpedo at it, and that will basically take down any shield. And so the Maelstrom was their decision to try to go back to that original. You want to fire your shields for the most effective or fire the torpedo when the shields are down or at a low point. I do find it interesting that they are allowing 2 Maelstroms at one time. I wonder how many people are going to run 2 Maelstroms, because that's a very, very interesting number. From my understanding, Maelstroms, they do pretty good, but like it requires a specific type of player, because you have to time your torpedoes. It's not like on this character. Let me go up to space real quick. On this character, I just have my torpedoes on automatic. I will allow them to go whenever they are ready to fire. Um, and I don't think I want to pay attention to torpedoes. I'm spending just about too much time to pay attention to my abilities. Now, granted, I am not a DPS player, nor I ever be a DPS player. I think I have a pretty decent build on both of my accounts. This one's actually looking pretty good at this point. Um, I have a pretty good build. I ain't going to be hitting 1,000,000 anytime soon though, because it's just not my style of play. I don't care to push beyond that. The benefit for me for having a build like this is that when I play normal content, I don't have a problem. It basically becomes easy mode. Um, Now, have I parsed myself? I have. I think on my main account, the most I've ever parsed is 230,000, which I was ecstatic about. But I'm not going to go and try to parse myself daily and get better at it. But with that being said, so my torpedo here, I always have it ready to go. Generally speaking, on beam builds, well, technically on a beam build, the one like I have, you need to have the enemies facing off at an angle, mainly because first off, no, that's a turret. You need to have the enemy's in a point where the backs will fire, and then you also need to have it where the point where you can get the torpedoes to go off, and I think these are dual beams. So yeah, so you kind of have to find that sweet spot where you can get everything. The the torpedoes aren't that bad because you can kind of tilt while you're flying to one side, and that'll fire the torpedoes. But for the most part, yeah, it's just one of those things. You just it's harder for me. But that being said, they are coming out with a new torpedoes, the new Maelstrom, the as I would like to joke, the Florida man of torpedoes, because it's trifluoride. But this will also be the main event, the actual event campaign. This is your last chance. If you have not completed the event campaign, this is your last chance to get it. I would suggest to kind of do some math on how many points that you have left. The event campaign, I do believe, is going to be 21 days. You can get 50 event points per day, plus an additional 5 for the day that you actually complete the event. You can do it again. So that is a total of me math's good. 21 divided by 2, it's 10.5 plus 5.5 is 11. So that can get you 1,100. Now, if you pay for the campaign off the bat, depending on what the price is, you can get 700 to the campaign. And then you can continue on doing it after that, and that'll give you 1,050. So that's a total of 1,750. And that's you doing it every single day. You can't miss a day at that point. So if you're within that range to completing the event campaign, then do it. This is your last chance, and the rewards are good. I would always suggest, because T6 coupons can be purchased on the From players, lobby store items can be purchased on the exchange. Always go for the premium T6 campaign coupon, or the premium T6 coupon. That's my personal opinion. Other people give you different advice, but coupons, the T6 coupons can be purchased like anything that you can purchase in the game for a relatively decent amount. Just if you're gonna work a whole year towards something, get something that's hard to get, and the premium ships are hard to get. Basically, is what it comes down to. But let's go ahead and get started on our dailies here. So we're gonna change over to Klingon, do a quick red alert, and then we'll start working on the boom. And thank you for the random person who jumped in and gave me a like. I do appreciate it. So go ahead and red alert, Borg, and get this done real quick. Matter of fact, I need to. I like the fact that they make these flash green, but I really don't like the fact that it makes it flash green. Wow, how far back do I gotta go back? There it goes. Alright. Do you believe this is a beam build, if I remember right? I just played this character a couple days ago, too. The, as I said yesterday, sometimes you gotta look at the items that you get, and then use those. What the hell? Well, I apparently did not set my bar. Can I switch ships? Is that possible? Nope, I cannot. Well, this completely destroys the fact. Well, I better not go over there. I better go to. Man, I thought I set this before. Go ahead and do these. Yeah, I was working on. I was working on. I felt really bad too. I was working on the others. Is this the fleet version? Is that the reason why it's not done? Yeah, that's okay. So I completed the other stuff. At least I completed it. I better set that before I forget to do. That's actually kind of funny. I'm glad my presence was needed in this red alert. That's funny. Alright. Alright, let's set our bar. So I don't make that mistake again. Good times, good times, good times. Alright. I shouldn't find this stuff funny, but I do. I can't help it. And that goes there. Let's go there. Actually, needs to go here. Alright, I have these in orders of order of most importance to me. Doesn't mean they're the most important thing to me, but yeah. Put here. Oh, I have an M6 computer. Gotta remember that. Get these out of the way. I should also double check and make sure my stations are correct, because it didn't look like it was, because yeah, I had 2 emergency powered weapons. So beams, and what is this? Science O. Tactical team and spread. I think that's what I want to have on here. I didn't really think I was going to have to set a bar today. I thought I was done with that for a while. Goes to show you. I do believe I finished working on this character's traits late at night, and I just kind of ended it. That's probably why this bar isn't set. I probably jumped in the ship, made sure that the extra trait was unlocked, and called it good. Also probably means I need to double check my traits, make sure they're correct too. Because who knows what the last state of things were when I first, finished this. Put these here. I think I'm gonna have to put that there. I think I've set enough bars recently. I kind of know how things are gonna play out. Actually, I'm gonna put this here. Actually, I would rather have this in science team. So let's go like that. Science team is there just in case I need it. There's probably other stuff that I could do, probably like a jam sensors or something, but that's fine. Torpedo spread. Alright. So we'll move this down. Move this over here. Also probably means I need to turn off stuff. So we'll disable visuals. And disable visuals. Do I have assimilated? I do. So we'll go to disable visuals. Oh, I can tell right now I don't have a traits put in there. And I think I was going to put, there's actually a couple I could put on here. I could put temporal surge, or I can put entwined matrices. So I believe, yeah. You know, I'll give it a try. I'll see how it works out. And then if I have to change it later on, I'll change it later on. Let's see, let's lock this, and then move that. All right. We'll save that one more time, just in case. And then we are done here with this character. I should check the skills, see if I have unspent points. Do I? Yep. What was I working on? Temporal? Yep. Alright. To the Romulan. So, I played a little bit last night, kind of just playing through on this character here. Got through the I found out I jumped around a lot apparently on this character when I was leveling up. It's because I had apparently jumped past the first half of the Borg missions into the second half, and I'm not exactly sure why I did that. There's no purpose for that, at least not that I can think of right now. But I did it. Get this out of here. And so I had to finish up the Borg missions on the Borg Advance. And then completed the new Romulus missions. So happy they changed the new Romulus missions. That you don't have to do this stuff twice. It's a quality life upgrade that means so much. So now I'm actually at the Romulus not the Romulus, but the Dyson Spear storyline, which I'm actually pretty excited about because that way I can actually get that bridge officer, which I completed the Dyson reputation a long time ago, and never had access to the Dyson Sphere because I hadn't done the missions for it. The Dyson Sphere is one of the few places, actually, even the Delta. No, you can get to the Delta without it. But the Dyson Sphere you can't get into unless you complete this mission actually I'm doing right now.
It would be my pleasure. Welcome to New.
Talk to him, so he'll leave me alone. Go ahead and grab this. Again, this is the best place to get the ground reputation, or ground materials. I got so much stuff rolling through my brain right now. I don't know what I'm talking about. Play some hopscotch across the
Welcome. You are no except.
So speak to the researcher. What is this one?
I'm sorry. With
Program initialized.
So so if you want a hint on sometimes on doing these, whatever's in here gets put into the NPC set, so you can
Program initialized. Program.
you can keep it up so you she's gonna ask questions about what's going on.
numbers for me?
So alpha is 14,
Alpha is 14. That looks correct.
gamma is 47,
Yes, that's correct. Gamma is 47.
delta's 38.
You're even.
Yes.
I do like Sean's response to this whole situation. You'll see in just a moment. It's pretty hilarious. Am I supposed to speak to Sean? Who am I? Help Malik. I really like to put all these panels all over the place.
The numbers are agreed. Readings. The look, Captain. I do. How may I? The team will.
His response to it is, if it goes wrong, just put a bomb on it. Definitely a tactical officer. No, actually, bombs are kind of engineering, so maybe he's an engineer.
If all the prepper. Initiating final power transfer.
Power output rising. Levels are within expected.
I mean, things have gone horribly wrong. Who would have thunk it?
I knew that this.
I've yet to shoot a weapon at something. This is kind of sad. Alright, assist the wounded. Do one at a time. Block bandage.
I believe I have found a way to open this door. I think it will take two of us to override the controls. Now, to see what lies beyond. Interesting. Are you detecting high trace levels of tetrion radiation? My tricorder shows this to be a complex of some kind. There is another large room further down this hallway. I am picking up something beyond this door. As much as... Agreed.
Commander?
Come. We will find a way out.
I'm glad Michael Dorn, though, got paid for this. Yeah, the some of the voice actors on this, who are actual technical voice actors, do a really good job. Like Michael Dorn
From the security detail.
does a really good job.
Check in with them.
Some of them, unfortunately, kind of phone it in. Probably literally more than
Captain Sean's team is in trouble. Hurry.
figuratively, but like Nana Visitor in the Gamma arc left some almost like she was playing a Vulcan. Basically, she didn't put very much feeling into it. Tim Russ, unfortunately, he was playing a Vulcan, and he kind of had
No sign of Sean's
a lot
team.
of flat lines too, but
We are not alone here. This
including
is
my
not
most
the
memorable
goal.
line of
Should
ambush.
rendezvous with with Korn and the others.
Yay. Finally, some plasma damage. Not a whole lot, though.
Gone. They would not have left without their supplies or weapons. Can you hail them?
Way ahead of you there, Worf.
Wait. I know this place. I have been here before. This table. I saw one just like it when I served on the Enterprise. Blood. Klingon and Pharosan.
This is a huge deep dive. It's actually really funny. So Schisms gets talked about a lot recently.
We will be taken for
I've watched a lot of Star Trek videos recently where they've brought up Schisms.
There is a holding area down this hall. You should... Automated defenses. Defend yourself. That Guardian was damaged by a disruptor. Corrin's work. We can overload the power cell from that Guardian. It should blast through the door. Be ready. There may be more Guardians beyond this door.
Oh, there's one. I'm a huge fan of the Romulan rapid repeating rifle, or the plasma piercing beam rifle, whatever it's called. I need to upgrade it though. This is the so the ground rewards that you get for each of the different types of factions, the Klingon, the Federation, and the Romulan. They each get a rifle. The Federation and the Klingon, they get auto rifles of their damage type. So disruptor and a phaser, but the Romulans get this, and the benefit of this is that it adds stacks of a dot on them, on the enemy, and which can actually end up doing a lot of damage, a little bit more damage than most other weapons, and it fires pretty quick too. Not sure actual full DPS wise and how good it is because it doesn't mark its DPS down, but it is one of my favorite weapons. Random alien number 1. Do you have a face, random alien number 1? Nope.
I don't see there's
Clicky clickies. Yeah, as you attack creatures, you'll start to notice the damage will drop a little bit more. That is the dot stacking on. It's got a pretty good percent at 15%. I'd take those odds on a D20. Come on. Come on, combat. Veins, function, and nodes. Poor guy. Never had a
There's no
chance.
agreed.
I like this little place. The endless viewing platforms.
The gateway energy signal might
I'm picking.
you. Scout ahead. We will escort the others when the way is clear.
So I do believe. Yeah, there's an Iconian thing in here. It's over on an island somewhere over there, but
The solar system. Earth.
real-time viewing platforms. I wonder what type of liquid that's supposed to be down there. Things that will never be explained. One of these days, I should actually pay attention to those because there is a chance that there's a spoiler in them, or at least a foreshadowing. There's a fine line between spoiling and foreshadowing. Depends on where it is.
Kronos. This is not a holodeck. It is a live image of my world.
But they've done it before, like in the Colosseum. They basically tell you right off that Slamek is going to betray you.
Vandros 4. I remember this world. We found an Iconian gateway there during the Dominion War.
If you're wondering why I'm getting all these consoles, there's an accolade for collecting them.
New Romulus. The tectonic activity is getting worse. We must find a way to stop it.
Alright. So here's the Iconian artifact. Just a second here.
I know this planet.
Wife came in talking to me.
Oh, and I have a good news. apparently.
Conversations. All right.
The Delta Quadrant?
So
Does the
that goes that
Iconian
way, so this
influence
one you go
reach
this
so
way.
far?
Lost console should give me an accolade. There it is.
This appears to be some sort of master control panel. I believe we can use it to open the gateway. Can we access the database? We must know what the Iconian plans are. We need to download the data and move everyone here before more Guardians arrive.
Can't skip apparently. I've come to learn if they made it so you can't skip, it's probably because there's a bug that causes something not to happen if you skip it.
We modulate the power system while you reroute the flow.
Alright, I think I need a
That's a star chart.
green, red.
Those markers, Iconian gateways.
Look, that's the new Romulus gateway.
Blue, yellow, red. Blue, yellow, red. Green, red, blue, red. Green, red, blue, red. Green, red, blue, red.
The gateway on New Romulus was reset.
It wasn't the only one.
The only way I know to easily, quickly remember that stuff.
The paths are retracting.
They know we're here, and I don't think they're happy.
Do you hear that? That doesn't sound good.
Security reinforcements are inbound. We should use this
I
gateway.
completely forgot about the horse head.
Worf,
Time to get the horse head.
time!
I have downloaded what I can.
Turn this back on.
This is a bridge.
Alright. Actually, Sean is tactical because he gives you tactical abilities. Engineering and science, I think. Yep. Sensors and deflector was the Romulan. Weapons. Poor Worf. Only be known as the weapons guy. Karen is engineering. Tactical, yep.
We have saved the Romulans' home world.
Receiving tactical telemetry. I'm detecting another gateway in the Durette system. It's
I like this ship, by the way. I think this ship deserves a
The gateway is
T6
transmitting
version.
a high-band subspace signal. Sensors are picking up Elachi ships on an intercept course.
This and the Dyson ships, I hope both of them end up with T6 versions. I would actually love to see them do T6 Dysons
Not from here.
and
I
T6
can
the
make
horse
a
head.
gateway for us and set a destination close by, though.
Taking us out.
That is an interesting use of
Sensors show that we are in the Duret
Alright,
system.
I'm gonna close this down for a moment so I can rearrange my bar. I'm just gonna get rid of stuff I don't need. There's a lot on this ship. Don't need these weapons here. Don't need these, I'm not gonna use them. Don't need the ship commands or the can't grab it. I just don't need this stuff. Actually don't need these either because I will never use them. Don't need that either. Don't need to be able to rearrange my. I don't need these because I'll never use them. Don't need ramming speed. Alright. This here. I'm gonna have to like look around and see what some of this stuff does. Those on automatic. It's a shield ability. Attack pattern alpha. This is some attack ability. I don't know what it is. We're gonna put this right here. I thought there was a this is movement engineering team. I should keep this up here. What's this? Energy resistance. Oh, it's a one of these is a fire wheel. It's this one. Alright. Yeah, it's good enough. That'll at least get us there. Oops. Too few. Alright.
We will hold off the Elachi until Allied forces arrive.
Quickly maneuvering this stuff around. Yeah, this ship really needs a refresh and a T6 version. It is sorely missing.
Romulan ships see you
The
later.
it looks good too. Like I like the fact that they used an animal school as a
Understood.
like a way to get it started. Whereas the
More
enemies.
Elachi inbound. Hold them off.
And it's funny too, because a lot of times people just don't notice the horse skull until it's mentioned, but it's there. If you look at the side, that is a horse skull.
This is Commander Tiaru Jarrah of the Republic flagship Lisette. Where did that gateway come from? Shields are down. Can't take another hit.
I also think they need to upgrade this
One of many activators
beyond a 3-3.
new homeworld.
I think they need to go back and rework a lot of science ships, not just these. Because, so, like a flight deck carrier, a cruiser version of it are generally 5-3s with 2 hangar bays. And this like falls behind so bad as a 3-3 with 2 hangar bays. Though I do think they come with a the secondary deflector too, but still it doesn't make up for the fact that the cruiser version of 5-3s. They probably need to go back and readjust them so that they're 4-3s at least. I don't think the secondary deflector is worth the 2 weapon slots.
There is still the Alachi forces have been destroyed.
Yep.
No further hostiles inbound. Captain Sean, the Enterprise should scan the gateway. We need to know more.
Agreed. But we should destroy that gateway now, while we still have the chance.
No! That gateway is in Romulan space.
Sean's so
It
set
belongs
on
to
just
the people of
destroying
the
everything.
Romulan Republic.
Another invading force could arrive at any moment.
Afraid of a fight, Captain?
They got a shadow problem.
Prudence is not cowardice. The gateways are powerful. They may be too much for any of us to control.
We should disable it before it becomes another threat to the Romulans, and to us all.
How is this different from the wormhole near Bajor? This is a strategic and scientific asset, and it belongs to my people. Captain Sean, if you destroy the gateway, I can assure you that Titan will reconsider our friendly relations with the Federation.
Actually, it's really funny. I don't think Titan would. The way he's been represented up to this point in the storyline.
Sir, we've been scanning the gateway.
What did you find?
The terminus is at a fixed point now. We can determine that. But then, I don't know what we picked up, but the monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega. We're locked out of the computer. Engines are offline. We need you back on the Enterprise, sir.
I see. That changes things significantly.
Indeed it does. I should return to the Borderskew. Worf will be waiting for you. Corin to the Borderskew. 1 to transport.
I should return to New Romulus immediately.
Ambassador, it was a pleasure to work with you. I wish we could have had that talk.
Agreed. Another time.
They need to change the model to the new Picard 3 model.
I'll let
I
you
like the
know.
Picard 3 model better than
Show to Enterprise.
this model.
Transport me directly to my ready room.
Like the way they made Worf look in Picard 3.
You have won much honor for yourself and your allies. It seems there are larger conflicts that all of our people
The silver Worf looks a lot better than the peppered Worf.
We may need to face them together. It was an honor to fight beside you. There is still the Alachi
What the hell?
forces have been destroyed. No further hostiles inbound.
What the hell? I don't want to go through this again.
Should scan
Come
the
on.
gateway. We need to know more.
Agreed. But we should destroy that gateway now, while we still have the chance.
No! That gateway is in Romulan space.
STO.
It belongs to the people of the Romulan Republic.
Could arrive at any moment.
I love the game so much.
Captain,
Sometimes this stuff is just expected.
Prudence is not cowardice. The gateways are powerful. It might be too much for any of us to
I feel like I'm having a case of deja vu.
Another threat to the Romulans and to us all.
How is this different from the wormhole near Bajor?
Very
This is
different.
a strategic and scientific asset, and it belongs to my people. Captain Sean, if you destroy the gateway, I can assure you that Titan will reconsider our friendly relations with the Federation.
the Klingons
I'm still gonna say
fully
no.
support our Romulan allies in this matter.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. Sir, we've been scanning the gateway.
What did you find?
Oh yeah, they're announcing the one of the new ships today.
Determine that. But then,
Here in about 3 hours, I think, 2.5 hours.
they're all showing an Omega. We're locked out of the computer, and engines are offline.
They're gonna have a 10 forward, and one of the things that they're gonna talk about is the new ship. Probably the winter ship. It is getting pretty close to the.
I should return to the border scoop.
Well, it's gonna be 21 days from Thursday
Core into the border scoop.
till the winter event.
I should return to New Romulus.
So that's probably close enough for them to announce the winter ship.
Ambassador.
Last year it was an escort, a raider.
another
The year
time.
before that it
Send
was
my regards to your chief engineer.
a cruiser,
Sean to Enterprise.
probably a science ship if they're trying to go into a rotation. That doesn't really mean a whole lot because they don't generally do that.
You have won much honor for yourself.
So it'll be interesting to see what the winter ship's going to be.
It seems there are
Kel
lots
said it
of
was something that we
all
wanted.
Our people will need to face.
Um,
We are to survive.
and it,
We may need to face them together.
so
It was an honor to fight the
we
Silent
will have to see. Probably won't be a battle cruiser, I can say that. Alright, take us out. That's what I needed. Probably won't be a battle cruiser because we just got one of those during the summertime. So we'll have to see. I don't need any of these, but we'll take that. Finally made it into the Dyson Sphere in this character. And then I'm able to get one of the free bridge officers. Yep. Where did I end up? If you're saying to yourself, this looks familiar, it is also the Fleet Starbase, Dyson Fleet Starbase. If you've never been in your Fleet's Dyson Starbase, then what are you doing? It's go visit your Fleet's Starbases. You should go to the. You should be able to go to the primary star base and then see all the other ones.
Welcome to the Solanae Dyson Sphere. My name is Sub-Commander Cole. This is the main.
There's actually a lot
command
of
center
gear
for
in the
Joint
Dyson
Alliance
Sphere,
Command.
so
A multi-species task
that's where you get
force
your
willing to work
locators.
together toward a common goal. For now,
it's the main thing.
the gateway
There's other stuff depending on how
showing
far
up in
along
space.
your fleet
So the
is, like
Republic is taking the
clothing
lead as well.
and
Our
duty
mission,
officers
to destroy the Omega particles this sphere creates,
and
and
other
neutralize
things.
its ability to generate more. The first scouts into the sphere confirmed that it was producing massive amounts of Omega particles for an unknown
I
purpose.
don't know if I can skip
Given
this or
enough
not. I
time,
can't.
This sphere could produce enough Omega particles to completely annihilate warp
Don't always
travel
jump
in
to
all
skipping at
known
stuff, because
quadrants
sometimes
of
you can
the
break the
galaxy.
game.
We thought this would be a sweep and
Well, like I've
clear
said before,
operation,
generally if they put a
but we
stop
were
at
waylaid
skipping, and
by
generally
a
it means
species
that
known as
it
the
does
Voth.
break the game,
The
and they've
Voth
caught it,
claim
and they
to be
just turned off
natives
the
of the
skip on
Delta
that
Quadrant, are
cutscene.
extremely technologically advanced, and they want the sphere. Now we're in a fight for control. The Voth are determined to gather the Omega particles. We're still determining why, but this is a threat to all warp-capable civilizations. I can't stress enough how important it is that we stop the Voth and neutralize the Omega particles. There's a lot to do. Shall we get started?
Yes. Sure. And then I think supply walls are the next one. And then now I gotta do these over and over and over.
Ah, come in. I have a special assignment that requires a delicate touch. A science ship on
This
patrol
cutscene is all
Alpha
from the
53-30 received an encrypted message from
the
Voth.
Dyson reputation. A lot of the
This wasn't a message from a military ship or the Voth
reputations, they
leadership.
have
This
little
was an
cutscenes or
encoded
things you can
short-range
read about
burst
them.
from a Voth science outpost.
This
I
is the
think we
Dyson
may
version.
have a
It
friend
actually has
in those
cutscenes.
ranks. It'd be best if any communication from our side didn't come
I
from
think I
our
can skip.
leadership, for reasons you'll soon see.
But I think
I
this
wanted
first
to
one
pursue
breaks if you
dialogue
skip
with
it.
this
At
individual.
least it did
See
the
if
last
we
two
can
times I tried to
turn
skip
them
it.
into an ally. That is all. I'm trying to contact any member of the mammalian occupant.
Alright. Go here, and now we just go over here.
I was pleased to receive your message, even if I have to keep this.
Basically, he is a scientist who was working for the Voth,
Thank you for continuing to remind me
studying the
there are
Omega
other sane
particles.
minds
Realized that the Omega particles are really, really bad. Try to
My
tell people,
concerns
and
about
they
the
try to
dangers of
arrest
the
him,
sphere's
so he's
technology have fallen
on the
deaf
run.
ears.
That is the whole
In rebuttal, I'm fed propaganda.
overarching story of this whole guy.
I'm sorry for the delay in my response, but I needed to take extra precautions with my communication. We've intercepted new Voth military communications. I think they've...
Just finally telling me to go find him. Let's see, I gotta go to my in progress show. Yeah, now I can actually go find him.
We run missions here from Joint Command, the center of all Allied operations.
Can I skip this? Nope.
This is the supply depot.
Alright. So, Nealon is over here, but you'll end up running past him if you do all this. Generally, if you're playing through this, you will probably not be doing the reputation portion of it. The reputation, the first time you do reputation on any of them, it takes about, it takes about 70 days for the first time you do them. if you do the dailies. And I would always suggest to only do the dailies because everything else is just a waste of resources. But so if you're playing through the first time on this, you should be way past way past this point in the story. Actually, just gonna, it's telling me to go there, so I'm gonna go there. I think there was a reward there. Oh well. But if by some odd chance you do get to this point, like I did with this character after doing the reputation, then makes it easy. This is probably one of the most, at least one of my most popular places of doing endeavors. Mainly because the Undine battle zone, the ground Voth battle zone, and the space Voth battle zone. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be speaking to. Where? Oh, there it is. Oh, apparently don't go too close to the discharge. That didn't end well. I should have known that. I haven't done this part in a long time, so generally I don't get a whole lot of characters that make it to this point, so. Or if I do, I try to get past it as soon as possible, just so I can get to the Voth zones. Alright, let's see if I can try to do this without blowing up. By the way, have you ever noticed? So this is the temporal Romulan ship. Looks like a Batwing, right? That's a Batwing. You know the even worst thing about it, if you look underneath it, there's actually another Batwing there. I guess you can't tell with the skin that I'm using, but yeah, there's another Batwing. See right here. Even has the Batwing nose on it. Then I gotta head over and pick up Nealon. So I think I'm going to be forced to go over to the next area. This just experience. Oh, it's well, I definitely do not need that. Oh, forgot to get that mission. Yes, please. Sure, you can join my party. So, Nalen's actually, he's pretty good. His ground trait is that he self-reses himself. So if he does get dropped, he'll get back up. If you ever notice the Voss, sometimes when you kill them, they'll stand back up. It's basically the same ability. He is a science officer. That's basically it. No specializations or anything like that. I do wish that when you upgraded your officers, it actually gave them an actual kit mod slot, and along with the kit itself. Because, oh hey, my things are not. Damn it. I know it did this too. I know it did this because I did the last mission and was in a ship. It deleted all this. Can I fix it by clicking my loadout? Did that fix it? It did. I just realized my ground's not set. I knew my ground wasn't set, but that's okay. Yeah. So if it gave an actual kit mod slot, I would so put the Voth armor on him and run him as my science officer, because that would just be absolutely in flavor hilarious. But I think if you start putting kit modules on bridge officers, along with the fact that they already have the ground abilities, which these are just basically kit modules themselves, it might actually just become a little bit too powerful. Maybe. But there are better science officers, I think, that you can get for ground. I think the Dr. Crusher was fine as a science officer before they released the candle. Now it kind of gives her a little bit of a upgrade. But actual Marshall Janeway, which I'm not using on this character, but Marshall Janeway, she makes Borg that help you fight as one of her abilities, the Assimilated Dead, which is pretty good, though it does sometimes break things when creatures that are part of the next storyline incoming will suddenly get assimilated by Marshall Janeway. But with that being said, we got to head over to the contested zone, which is, I believe, yep, this way. Am I heading the right way? I am.
This is the contested zone.
Yep.
Our forces here are in a
constant battle of trying to fight stuff, and this is the hardest mission to do. Oh. Nope. Not this one. The soon-to-be mission. This space is so big, it always seems like you're moving so slow through here. Actually, this is a good time to come in here. All this stuff is not captured. This is battle zone. Just says battle zone. Must be only one right now. Thank you for the additional like. I do appreciate it.
This is the Voth battle zone. Our goal is to take control of at least one Omega particle silo. Here's how we do it. This is a map of the battle zone. There are 3 regions, each made up of multiple capture points. When the Voth hold a capture
Can I skip
point,
that?
it is
No,
red.
I can't.
When we take control of a capture point, it will change to blue. Capturing points advances us towards our goal, represented by this meter. When it is full, we can make our final push to stop the Voth at the Omega particle silos. We must capture at least one of these silos to claim this battle zone for the Alliance. Good luck.
So the first time you come in here, this sometimes gets skipped by people. First time you come in here, you really do need to talk to this guy. This is the next mission in it, but so come talk to Captain Arnold, and you're gonna get these secure points mission. Now he technically has 4 missions that you can do. But when you first come in here, you can't do them all at once. You have to do them one by one. And these are all daily, so they reset after 20 hours. And as like with this one, it's you get a whole bunch of dilithium ore out of it. So let's see how. Oh boy, I'm gonna change instance. This is probably the best instance. Dang it! Alright. So, God, this is going to be really hard. So when you come in here and you actually do these, when you get the points for capturing an area, God, they really do hate me, don't they? Oh boy, the rubber bands are real. Someone's already doing this one. Someone already grabbed that elevator? No. I'm just gonna be here. I'm just trying to get credit so I can capture points. This is probably going to turn over pretty quick. This is done. Anytime people do that to me, I came and stole 13 of your things. So if you ever get a chance to and you come in here by yourself, these teleporters are worth about 29 battle points. I unfortunately I got 11 out of that. That's fine. These are finished. These are finished. God, I don't want to do the Omegas. These capture point ones are kind of a pain in the butt. Which one? Wait, that's the one I want to do. Never mind. I got that mixed up with the other. Hey! So I'm going to just kill you right off and... Why would you die? Perfect. Alright. Over to here. Is it stuck somewhere? It is. You jerk. Alright, so... Hey, get another level. That weird screechy noise, which is the candle. But every time I hear it, it sounds like a oh, what's that creature called? Frick, my brain. I can't remember what they're called. The creatures from the Gamma arc. Oh, let's create another one. Alright, so a little bit of a hint. When you get these points right here, the battle points, the first time you get them, don't spend them. Save them. I got 30 battle points out of that. Did that complete the quest? It did. So, I need to go back to Arnold and get more missions. What's the fastest way to get there? Wow, this place is almost it's getting filled up pretty fast. These things get really annoying when you're in here. Alright, so I need to head back this way? Question mark? Because that's where the... God, I'm lost. This way, I think. Then you head this way. So we'll head back to the teleporter, head back and talk to Arnold. Hey, actually, at least I completed the battle, or the damage portion. Head over to the teleporter, go back to Arnold, turn in, or actually, need to get the new mission. So, back to the command center. Now Arnold will have a new mission for me, which is acquire battle zone credits, which now I've already completed because I still have 30 on me. And so now it's calling reinforcements, which then I can just go to any location, except for that way. Any location and call in reinforcements. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a place that you defeated, just a place that you can call reinforcements. This place will be nice and perfect. So let's come in here. Holy cow. I can call in a lot of reinforcements. So now I can go back to Arnold and get the last one. And the last one is kill Voth. And so at that point, if you ever get a mission that says kill X amount of Voth, just come in here, grab all 4 missions, and they should be available at this point. You don't have to complete that last one in order to get all 4. But you'll just come in here. That's not what I wanted to do. And so defeat Voth in the battle zone. This is a timed one. It starts as soon as you start killing Voth, and it ends after, I think, 60 seconds. And it looks like it's an hourly too. And you can just get this. I'm just going to accept it, have it in my bar, and hide it for right now. And then next time you come in here, you quickly come over here, grab all 4. Go kill the 60 Voth or 30 Voth or whatever, how many Voth that your endeavor tells you to do, and gain some extra marks and some extra dilithium. It's actually an easy way to get stuff done. So I didn't have a whole lot of Dyson marks coming in here, and now I already have 250. Doing endeavors in the Voth zone is an easy way to collect marks that you will never use. And realistically, when you're first doing your reputation, I would not actually spend a lot of time putting when you're doing your TFO, daily TFOs and stuff like that, putting points into the Dyson marks. I would just put points into all the other stuff that you need to fill up, and just come over here and get the extra dilithium by killing Voth. But yeah, so I'm gonna hide this. Actually, I'm gonna drop it. I really don't. It's an hourly. I can easily pick it up again. And now it's the biggest pain in the butt because leave the battle zone. Because yeah, had I been able to do this before I went in, when all of the towers were down. Now the hope is that, well, no, actually, no, because I actually need the 2 towers. I need the 2 towers. That's the, yeah, this one, you have to do towers. So where is Wastelands? Down to the south. It always seems like you're moving so slow through here too. Probably that one. Yeah, I'm heading to the right one. It looks like someone's already captured it. Should have known so. Yeah, so basically I have to defeat enemies around the towers. And if you get a group that's just out here just destroying the Voth very quickly. So Allied Tower just went down. And this right here, this is the only time in any of the missions, any of the endeavors, anything where it's dependent upon you killing things around the towers. Generally, everything else, it's oh crap! Somebody grabbed the tower first. And I've tried to kill Voth away from the towers, but it always seems it's always within the defense things where you actually get credit for it. So it sucks. Yeah, somebody captured it. I just can't get over there fast enough. So basically what happened is if the overall maxes out, then the actual capital ships will come, which generally leaves the towers unprotected, and that's a good time to kill some stuff around the thing. So that's what I'm gonna have to hope for, is that people come and max out the overall. Come on, capital ships. Probably should head to like one of the other ones. I think I'm actually about ready to skip it, come back later. It's really funny because like when I first came in here, like all the towers had been reset. All of them were open. I could easily have gone through and did this, but just the amount of time I was on the ground, they all got captured again. And sometimes there'll be two instances. You can just jump instances, but there's not a secondary instance. Almost close to the capital ships, though. Just need Wasteland to go a little bit faster. Oh, hey, I got an Endeavor point. Did I get anything good? Space projectile. Sure, I'll take some space projectile. Not the best, but not the worst by far. This is Voth front. Oh, I think just do a quick test. Do you count as ships? Industrial. I don't care. can't see my thing either. Dang it. Industrial started going down and then it went back up. Come on. Alright. I'm not going to wander around here for 30 minutes doing this, so we are actually just going to go to our missions. Finishing this portion of it only matters in the for completing this actual story arc, but I can still skip and accept, and then we'll do a step in between. Check leave. We can just leave. This mission, very easy mission. Also a very good place to get decent EV suits if you don't have any good ones.
You're just.
There are 3 different types of EV suits in this mission. It depends on the answers you give at the beginning. I'll explain once we get to that point. God, following people is annoying.
Good. Just
The attack on the Voth fleet will commence shortly. Captains,
speak.
please return to your ships. Greetings. We.
Slow times. But yeah, I have found myself redoing this one several times. I also think there is a set in this mission, which I didn't check when I accepted it, but that you can do too. I think it's the Dyson set, actually, now that I think about it. Can I skip this? I can. Perfect. Just want to kind of... Is there... Yeah, the Solonay set. Which also requires a Lobby ship, I think. I don't think the engine's actually off of the actual... Can I not? Not on any of the C-Star versions. Reset again? How the hell? Fucking loadouts. I swear to God. Alright, I have 3 points. Perfect. I can finish out this one. then I actually could start Strategist. This mission is actually pretty fun too, considering the fact you could do a spacewalk.
Your arrival is timely.
Greetings. I am Admiral Tuvok. The man behind the crates is Dr. Eric Cooper, the Federation Science Council's expert on Dyson technology.
Yep.
In power, there are...
We're moving away from the Voth, right?
Oh, you're gonna get shot.
You're here. I'll try to get the ship on... I sense another presence. We are not alone.
Yeah, so this is, there's actually several ways that guy gets killed at the beginning.
Sorry.
God,
I thought I saw something.
Cooper.
Remain calm, Doctor. The defenses in here can be quite lethal.
It was awful. The sounds, the blood. Ugh.
I will
So,
stand watch while you and the doctor examine.
The type of EV suits you get is based upon decisions made in here.
If I understand this correctly, we can restore main power activating consoles that match the symbol up here. After the first one is activated, we'll only have 20 seconds to activate the other two. If we don't, the system will defend itself. Also, activating the wrong consoles will trigger the system's defenses. Be careful.
Also, I guess it should be mentioned, so the Voth EV suit that you get, this is blue, there is, I don't have any Lobby on me, so I can't access the Lobby store. So there is a Solanae EV suit that requires, in order for you to purchase it, one of each of the EV suits. So you actually need to play this mission 3 times, and you actually have to select the different options each time in order to get the EV suit. The EV suit is not actually the... I mean, it's an EV suit. There's not...
That did it. The final console is
I guess anytime you use a mission that use an EV suit, it takes in consideration that you have a bad EV suit. So I guess it doesn't really matter. An EV suit is an EV suit. I haven't seen a mission yet. I mean, I guess there's the TFO that matters about what EV suit you have, because it's armor and a TFO. So this option.
Restoring main power. We have...
What are we going to do? The Voth will be here any second, and I don't think they're in the mood to take prisoners. My help? What could I... Tuvok said that? All right. I think if I try this...
Dr. Cooper, we require a solution.
I'm working on it.
Alright. We're almost to the actual point where the decision is
If I can just try
important.
that... Yes, I have done...
Allow me. Instead of activating the defenses to assist you, I can reroute the power to attempt to send a message to our stranded ship. It may not help, but we have been out of contact for hours. Your options are activating the defense beams, activating swarmers, or using none of them.
So these are the options, the choices for getting the EV suit right here. I think activating the beams, it gives you the attack version. I'm not even gonna say, I'm not gonna pretend like I know from the top of my head, but each one of these just gives you a different EV suit.
Slim enough that I cannot recommend it. However, if you choose to do so, I will support you.
I'll wait here. You go on ahead.
More Voth inbound. Prepare yourself. Voth commanders are approaching. We should move forward. Be on your guard.
That was actually a little bit easier than I thought it would. I'll be honest with you, choosing like the beam option fires a beam out from here. Actually, I think it fires from all these points here. It actually makes this fight a little bit harder than if you did have them. Wait, oh, there's somebody right there.
Arm yourself. It is the Voth who killed the captain. That was an explosion of sufficient magnitude to cause a breach. Doctor, what is your status?
I'm fine, I'm fine. The Voth can't get in.
I think
You, may want to put a shield up around the next door before you open it.
It would appear all that is between us and our goal is the vacuum of space. My
I'm here. Wait.
So here is the EV suit that you get. So I chose no defense, and I got
Are you going to prepare yourself?
the
Me? Of course not. It's far too risky
striker
for me to
suit.
go out there.
looks like I give us a critical chance and critical severity.
And help us complete our mission.
All right.
Do you really need me out there? Internal. I know. Well,
I wonder if this will work. Nope. It does not. Alright. At least I know. At least I know. Alright.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Conserve your oxygen.
Actually, I just thought of another mission that actually uses a EV suit, and that's the Gamma mission. Not actually a whole lot of them.
There is a large amount. There are.
Where am I going? Alright.
suggest flying a safe distance before activating the charges.
Not sure how an explosion would work that close to the sun. I believe that is a just don't question it moment.
There should be a manual release for the locks above us.
I will establish a shield.
Get these locks.
The doors are open. Dr. Cooper and I will wait for you inside.
These suits are fried. I doubt they'll be much use anymore.
Alright, actually use this one. And actually switch back to my normal armor.
Something has closed the doors. Most unsettling.
I think the station's defenses are activating.
Oh, is that what this moment is? Okay.
We should move forward before more defenses activate.
Oh, do I get... I think I got a different way than what you normally get. I think. There are multiple ways you can go through here.
The security protocols shut us out when we first arrived.
Okay, keep on going. Where's the door locked?
Prepare yourself. We must defend Dr. Cooper.
I need you to activate a console while I work on this. Excellent. I can keep moving forward over here.
Yeah, you're gonna need me to activate a console again, aren't you? I actually... Can I set these traits? Reset the freaking traits again!
I need you to activate a console while I work on this. Perfect. I'm almost done. We're through.
Alright. Yeah, this is a different way than you normally get. The other way is a lot easier.
We must power down the room's shielding to access the
So
control
there should
panels.
be... Did I miss? Or is it down here?
The doctor and I will continue continue our work while you disable the lower panels.
Starting to think I actually missed the Iconian technology. I haven't been in this mission for a while. These laser beams going counterclockwise, so I'm actually going the opposite direction than I should be.
Good work. Reactivate the shields and we can complete our mission.
Is there... Oh, there it is. Walk right past it. If it would have been a snake, it would have bit me. And it was on the map too. I just realized it was on the map.
There we go. The deactivation program is moving nicely.
Doctor, I'm
Oh no. Fucking dick. Where you at, Doctor? There you are, Doctor.
As Tuvok said, we have...
He bugs out every now and then. I haven't seen him bug out in a long time, so this is kind of a difference. But I haven't played this mission in a long time, so that doesn't say very much, apparently.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could have found a better way.
Alright. Oh, I guess that was actually a good way to miss spoilers, but if you didn't miss it, or if you wanted to know, it turns out Cooper, the guy we randomly found inside of the fluid space. Oh no, wait, no, he hasn't. Oh, he's still there. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything yet.
We have a lock on you, sir. Just give.
Pretty sure this is. Yeah. During that cutscene, Cooper turns against us. So Cooper, the guy we found in fluid space, happens to be an Undine. Who would have thunk it? I'm shocked that that was a turn of events.
Good to have you on board, sir.
Oh, the Romulan one looks so good.
The fleet and your ship are still engaged with the Voth.
They really need to get a T6 version of these ships. Or a legendary version. I think these require a legendary version. I would be completely okay with a legendary version of the Dyson ships. I need to get rid of a whole lot of BS. This is... sure. Don't need RAM and speed. Technically don't need that either. Not going to move any mines. Not going to ask people to kill me. Don't need these either. Technically don't need these. Don't really need that either. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need this. Subspace fold. That's a weird one to have on here, but that's okay. Get these out of here. Slight reminder, this requires a singularity. Start moving stuff to where they need to be. This is complete. That's correct. Omega. Science team. This is hit points. Tactical team beams. Cannon scatter volley. This is a barrage attack. Tactical mode. Up the weapons. Actually, the Romulan one actually flies a lot better than the other ones I remember. The thing is, so try to get behind him. These are kind of like the Alliance ships before the Alliance ships were a thing. I just really think they really do require just an updated version of them. It looks really pretty. And the Dyson ships, there are technically 4 versions of each of them. There's a Lobby Store version of it. And then there is a the C-Star versions of them. But all versions are T5s, and there needs to be a T6. Matter of fact, that's one of the things that if you watch the streams and the people when they ask about what ships should be done soon, or what ships people want to have, that is the one that gets asked for a lot. This is a long mission, I'm just realizing.
Navigational readings indicate this
Oh man, it's just even here. So this is a good place to look at ships. In the Delta sphere. But man,
I have it.
there's a lot of cool ships that they have in the game that didn't age very well per stats. That's the sad thing about this one is it didn't age very well in stats.
The Voth are moving.
Very. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna show this scene.
Tuvok?
Your query will have to wait, Doctor. Shields are down, and we.
You're not.
You're not Cooper.
The weak shall perish.
We literally found him in the fluidic zone,
Captain, the Undine outside of this.
and
Finally, a worthy adversary for my new ship.
oh wow! I just realized there's a mine in the back, or not a mine, but a torpedo in the back. Is that a torpedo? It is. Oh, I'm not in tactical mode. Or maybe I was. No, I'm in tactical mode
This vessel is
now.
not.
Tactical mode of these works just about the same as the Titan does. Basically gives you an extra
I
cannon.
have experience with the Undine. You do not. They are extremely dangerous.
The Lascelles is here to provide any assistance you require.
What are the weapons on the back? They are plasma rays. Man, these this is a horribly built ship.
That may be a problem.
We hold here. None of the Undine get through.
Get out of here.
The Fortescue is here. Now the real fight. Is that it? We wanted more of a fight.
Two Undine dreadnoughts are approaching.
Is this a battle? It is a battle cloak. Holy crap. Yeah, there are people who fly the T5 versions of these ships. I could quickly. When I get out of this mission, since I'm going to be ending this session here afterwards, we shall quickly head over to the main account. Or, I don't have, at least head over to Seoul. Come on. Come on.
You only delay the inevitable.
You know, the funny thing about this, we're fighting to keep the Undine out of the Alpha and Beta quadrant, but it's already shown that they're already there.
No, this ends now. Our generosity to the Romulans can only extend so far. Oh? Are you prepared to back that stick?
Fighting over this.
The Klingon?
The Romulan, however,
Cooper's department. We have fulfilled our mission to.
The sphere is under Federation control. This sphere is only accessible through an Alliance-controlled gateway.
Can I skip
Then
this?
perhaps it is-
Perfect. All right. Anything important out here besides for the consoles or the stuff? I don't need any of this. Wait for. Okay. That's just an introduction to the Undine battle zone. All right. So let's go ahead and head back to hello, Zeron the Gamer. Thank you for joining the stream. Hey, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I was honestly just about ready to finish up the stream, but I was going to show a couple things before I took off. So, just got done doing the mission with the Dyson ship. So, people have been asking for T6 versions of that ship for a very long time. I am actually doing pretty well. Today is my day off. Had a very lazy day. Though I have had a headache all day, but that's just kind of on par with my life. So the one Dyson ship, and I think this is the Dyson ship that is represented in the mission, and it's these right here. So this one right here, and then there is a Dyson ship in the C store, which I don't think are the same. I actually really haven't paid attention that much. So it's T5 Dyson. So it's these. I'm actually kind of curious now. So it depends on what you mean by non-Starfleet ships. So the Nightingale, I'm not familiar with the Nightingale. So there are multiple ships that are in the game. Star Trek. I don't think the Nightingale looks like it's a fighter. The looks like it's, let's reset this, small craft. I mean, they have the Peregrine fighter, which is a lot like what the Nightingale looks like. I don't think it's the same thing. I think they rescaled the model for the Peregrine, which was in Deep Space Nine. So that is not in there, which is probably one that they could probably add at some point. But for just ships in general, there are ships that you get that you level up, which are general ships. Depending on what faction that you are in, is what ships you would get access to. So like
the Romulans, as they're leveling up, they get access. That's the wrong person. They get access to Romulan ships. Um. So like these here. The Federation get access to like different styles of Federation ships. Klingons get different styles of Klingon ships. The they have different ranks of ships. There are T6 ships though that you can. There's a lot of T6 ships that are basically Star Trek Online exclusives. You would have seen some in season 3 of Picard, like the Ross and the Reliant, and what were the other ones? There was 4 of them, but yeah, there are some in the season 3 of Picard that are specifically from Star Trek Online, but Star Trek Online also tends to try to get ships in from other medias, such as Lower Decks, Picard, Strange New Worlds, Discovery, Prodigy. We just started getting a lot of Prodigy stuff. The Prodigy ships, the Protostar actually just got into the game. Yeah, there's a lot of mixed feelings on the Picard series. I actually happen to like it because it's only because my wife tends not to like Star Trek, and it's one of those things we could watch together because she at least tolerated enough for us to watch it together. But so yeah, so they try to add stuff from outside the game, like from different medias. They've added the Theseus, which is from a comic book. That was added to a loot box. The Protostar was in a loot box. Generally, they also have they have like the old style TOS ship. They have like the Discovery TOS ship. They have a lot of ships. Yeah, again, it's one of those things. These things I didn't mind Discovery either. Discovery has this nice badge to it, is that it did bring back live action Star Trek to the masses, which it had been 10 years since they had it. So if anything they want to hang their hat on, they can at least hang their hat on that. It did help out with things like this game itself, where generally before that, this game was still surviving. It was still making new content and everything like that. But with the shows, it allowed new people to have interest in Star Trek, which brought new people to the game. If you like Star Trek, this is a pretty good game. Even if you play it for maybe 2 months and go through the whole storyline. And to answer your question earlier, I've actually maxed out several characters, gone through the storyline with several characters. It's a really fun game, mainly because the space combat in this game is better than anything. Discovery did get canceled, yeah. They have one more season coming here soon. So it'll be the final season in the story. I think what happened is when they jumped too far into the future on Discovery, there was not very much people can relate to. Plus the whole Burn story kind of distanced a lot of fans. A lot of fans didn't like the Burn story. But we still have Strange New Worlds. I think Strange New Worlds has been a very amazing show. It's caught Star Trek, the whole feeling of Star Trek. And I also think Lower Decks does a really good job too, though the tone is different on Lower Decks. It's a little bit more of a jokey, tongue-in-cheek. Um, well, uh, well, up until Discovery headed into the future, it is canon. It's hard to say about after canon, after modern times, is because as they've stated in Picard season no, not Picard season 3, in Strange New Worlds, there are time agents messing with the creation of the Federation, and things have changed considerably in the timeline. So there's a possibility that they may just uncanonize everything in season 3 and 4 of Discovery, just because. Shot with lights. Yeah. Well, like season 1 of Discovery, they explained why it was shot in the dark. It's because the Lorca character was from the Mirror universe, and his eyes didn't adjust to the sun very well on any bright lights. So he was the one who had the lights down very low. The fact the lights were down very low on the Discovery was actually more of a sign that there was something amiss going on Discovery, more than a shot decision. But yeah, they've eventually explained everything that people don't like about Discovery season 1 and season 2. So my opinion of like with the Klingons a very harsh thing that people will debate because they don't like the way the Klingons look. I look at it this way. I'm not angry or upset about the way that they look. Mainly because just like with Earth, right, the planet we live on. You look around. I'm as white as a cracker, and as old as dust gets. There are plenty of people in this world that do not look like me. Look nothing like me, and so to say that every single Klingon in the Klingon Empire looks exactly like the like Worf, it just seems ridiculous to me. Just to say that. Because they just don't. And so also there are, when you take things in like I forget what the word is for it, but just taking a look at the modern world, when you go to different islands, different type of birds on those islands, they will look different even though they share very similar genetic traits to other birds on different islands. But it's only because as they evolved a little bit different, just because they're separate. So if you get like a Klingon, and Klingons are not just on one planet, they are an empire. They expand multiple planets, and so there's a possibility a Klingon can look different from one planet to another. There's also a YouTuber who made an interesting argument that there's a possibility the Klingons were still messing with genetic modification to try to get the whole like human genome out of their genes, and that could cause multiple changes in the genetics. The model that they use for the Klingons in Discovery season 1 looks a lot like the de-evolved Worf. It's very similar to the de-evolved Worf, so there's a possibility that those genetics, they were the group. Because keep in mind, the Klingons in Discovery 1 were not normal Klingons. They were a religious sect trying to bring about the return of Kalis or something like that. I forget what their main point was. They were I think they were trying to start a war, basically what it was. And so they had a very different opinion than the rest of them. That's also the reason why I believe the ships were so different for those Klingons compared to the Klingon ships that we're used to. The general bird of praise and the D7s for that time frame. Because these would be basically ships that they had on their own. They weren't KDF ships. They were clan ships that they used for their own clan battles, and they were just the ships that that particular religious sect brought to the battle. Basically, what it came down to, and they were there just for that purpose. So that's the reason why they look different. There's a lot of things you can explain off about stuff like that. So that stuff didn't bother me very much. It is a creative decision that was made that can be easily explained off in canon by other reasons. But as with the TMP movies, the TMPs, like with Klingons and anything else, the more budget you have, anything like that, the more money you'll spend on something, the more things will change. And Klingons have been, because they've been the ongoing enemy that you see the most of, that's the one you're going to see the most change on. But I actually am going to call it for the night. Thank you for joining, and thank you for the subscription. I do appreciate it. I do stream maybe 3 or 4 times a week, 5 times a week if I'm lucky. Can you visit a planet in Delta Quadrant where their factions called the Krenim Imperium? So the Krenim are a major part of the storyline in the game. They are part of the I believe they're part of the Iconian arc, because they are a major influence on that, and then they're part of the future-proof storyline. So they are a part of the storyline. I'm not familiar with Grid 005. I do apologize. Oh, a Borg. Borg were destroyed. So they are not, at least in the Delta Quadrant, they're not as big of an enemy as they were in Voyager, because they were destroyed. There's a lot of the collective out there, but as for I'm gonna take off. Thank you for watching. If you do like what you see, go in and hit that like button. If you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I stream or post a video again. I do appreciate those who do get a chance to hang out with me or watch the videos after the fact. Goodbye.